Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we are taking a deep dive into AI prompt engineering.
Ooh, interesting.
Now I know what you're thinking.
Yeah,
Is this going to be one of those super technical episodes?
right.
But trust me, this is going to be way more interesting than just jargon. We're going to explore how this field is changing the way we use AI,
Okay.
all thanks to a surprising source, a Craigslist ad.
You wouldn't think a Craigslist ad would be the gateway to understanding AI, would you?
Right. But this isn't just any ad. This one lists 100 reasons why someone might hire a prompt engineer. And some of them are surprisingly relatable. Like, have you ever tried using ChatGPT and felt like you were just getting gibberish back?
It's a common issue. A lot of people, I think, are excited about AI's potential,
Mm-hmm.
but often struggle to communicate their intentions effectively.
Right.
That's where the prompt engineer comes in.
Okay, so break it down for me. What exactly is prompt engineering? Is it like coding in English?
It's more about understanding the nuances of language and how AI models interpret it. Think of it as writing instructions.
Okay.
For a very literal but incredibly powerful machine, you need to be specific, avoid ambiguity, and even consider the model's inherent biases.
So it's not just about typing in a question.
Right.
It's about crafting a really precise command that guides the AI to the desired output.
Exactly. And the ad highlights this need for precision. It mentions issues like getting inconsistent results or struggling to make the AI produce exactly what you need. It's like having all the ingredients for a gourmet meal but not knowing the recipe.
Uh-huh.
A prompt engineer helps you write that recipe.
That makes a lot more sense. It's not just about knowing the AI tool, but knowing how to speak to it, so it understands what you really want. So let's look at some of the specific reasons people hire prompt engineers from this list. One that jumped out at me was, AI doesn't meet your expectations. We've all been there, right? You have this brilliant idea, but the AI just spits out something totally off base.
It happens all the time. And it often comes down to the prompt itself. For example, let's say you want the AI to write a blog post about the benefits of gardening.
Okay.
A simple prompt like write a blog post about gardening might lead to generic content, but a prompt engineer would refine that. They'd include specific details like target audience, desired tone, and key points to cover.
So it's about taking that initial idea
Right.
and adding layers of specificity to guide the AI in the right direction. What's fascinating is how the ad highlights the variety of needs. It's not just writers struggling with blog posts. It mentions everything from marketing copy to coding to even analyzing customer sentiment.
That's what makes prompt engineering so fascinating. It's not limited to a specific industry or task.
Right.
The principles can be applied across various domains. Take analyzing customer sentiment. You could use basic prompts to get an overall sense of whether feedback is positive or negative. But a skilled prompt engineer can go deeper. They can craft prompts that analyze specific aspects of the feedback, like identifying recurring complaints or pinpointing areas where customers feel underserved.
It's like turning the AI into a highly specialized research assistant.
Yeah,
You're not just getting a surface level analysis, you're getting granular insights that can actually inform business decisions.
precisely. And that level of depth is what separates a good prompt from a truly effective one.
This is starting to feel less like magic and more like a real skill that anyone could potentially learn
Absolutely.
with the right guidance.
And that's what we're here to explore today. The ad itself becomes a kind of syllabus for this deep dive, highlighting the real-world applications and challenges of prompt engineering.
This is already so much more than I expected. I'm starting to see why prompt engineering is becoming such a sought-after skill. It's like the key to unlocking AI's true potential.
Exactly. And that's what we'll continue to explore as we dive deeper into this fascinating field.
Okay, so we've talked about how prompt engineering can help solve some common AI headaches. But what about its potential to actually push the boundaries of what's possible with AI? This Craigslist ad mentions helping people discover the full potential of AI. That sounds pretty ambitious, doesn't it?
It is, and it hints at the truly exciting aspect of prompt engineering.
Yeah.
It's not just about fixing problems.
Right.
It's about unlocking new capabilities and applications we might not even have imagined yet.
Give me an example. What's something that might fall under discovering the full potential?
Let's take creative writing. You could ask an AI to write a story, but the result might be generic and predictable. A prompt engineer, however, could use techniques like world-building prompts to help the AI develop a rich and detailed fictional world. They might even guide the AI to create characters with complex backstories and motivations.
So you're essentially guiding the AI to become a better storyteller, almost like a co-author.
Exactly. And that collaboration can lead to surprisingly original and creative results.
Hmm.
It's like the prompt engineer provides the spark,
Uh-huh.
and the AI fans the flames into something truly innovative.
This Craigslist ad even mentions tasks like improving AI's problem-solving capabilities and handling complex or technical documentation. Does that mean a prompt engineer is like a personal trainer for AI, helping it level up?
That's a great way to think about it. Just like a trainer helps an athlete refine their technique and push their limits, a prompt engineer helps AI refine its ability to process information and generate more sophisticated outputs. They work together to achieve goals that wouldn't be possible alone.
This whole conversation makes me wonder about the bigger picture. How does this rise of prompt engineering change the relationship between humans and AI? Some people are worried about AI replacing jobs and becoming too powerful.
It's a valid concern, but I see prompt engineering as evidence of a different kind of future. One where humans and AI work in tandem, leveraging each other's strengths.
So instead of humans being replaced, we're actually becoming more essential in shaping how AI evolves and what it can achieve.
Precisely, we're the architects.
Okay.
Designing the blueprints,
Yeah.
and AI is the powerful tool that helps us bring those blueprints to life. And the more skilled we become at communicating with AI through effective prompts, the more effectively we can guide its development and ensure it's used for good.
This deep dive has been a real eye-opener. I'm starting to see how prompt engineering isn't just a technical skill, but a way of thinking about the future of how we work with AI. But for our listeners who are thinking, okay, this all sounds fascinating, but how can I actually use this in my daily life? What's a practical first step?
Start by experimenting. Yeah. There are so many AI tools available now, many of them free. Try playing around with different prompts and see how they change the AI's responses.
So it's like learning by doing, getting a feel for how the AI thinks and what makes it tick.
Exactly. Don't be afraid to get creative and try unconventional approaches.
Yeah.
That's how you'll discover the nuances of prompt engineering and start unlocking its potential for yourself.
I love the idea of just diving in and playing around. It takes away the intimidation factor and makes this whole concept feel much more accessible.
It's all about exploration and discovery. You might be surprised by what you can achieve with a little creativity and the right prompts.
You mentioned earlier how prompt engineering can be applied in a variety of fields. What are some of the more unexpected or mind-blowing applications you've come across?
One that comes to mind is using AI for personalized learning.
Okay.
Imagine creating a system where students don't just get generic lessons, but content tailored to their specific learning style, pace, and interests.
That's incredible. So instead of a one-size-fits-all approach, AI could help create truly customized educational experiences. How would prompt engineering play a role in that?
You could use prompts to guide the AI in analyzing a student's performance data,
Right.
identifying their strengths and weaknesses, and then generating personalized learning materials.
Hmm.
For example, if a student struggles with visual learning, the AI could be prompted to create more auditory or kinesthetic learning activities.
It's like having an AI tutor that constantly adapts to the individual needs of each student. This Craigslist ad we've been discussing really sparked some fascinating ideas. But before we wrap things up, I want to touch on one final point that stood out to me. It mentioned that a good prompt engineer can help you optimize your business processes with AI. What are some ways this might work in a real-world setting?
Think about tasks like scheduling meetings, writing emails, or even generating reports. These are often repetitive and time-consuming for human employees. A prompt engineer could design prompts that allow AI to automate these tasks, freeing up human employees to focus on more strategic and creative work.
So it's not about replacing human workers, but rather augmenting their capabilities and allowing them to focus on higher-level tasks.
Exactly. Imagine a marketing team that spends hours each week creating social media posts. A prompt engineer could create prompts that guide AI to generate engaging and on-brand content, significantly reducing the team's workload.
That would free up so much time and mental energy for the team to focus on bigger picture strategy and creative brainstorming.
Precisely, and that's just one example. The applications are vast and continue to expand as AI technology evolves. We're really just scratching the surface of what's possible.
This has been an incredible deep dive. I'm leaving with a whole new understanding of how prompt engineering is shaping the future of AI and how we interact with it. But before we resurface, we have one final thought to leave you with. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back, everyone. As we wrap up our deep dive into AI prompt engineering, I want to circle back to that Craigslist ad and the line that really sparked this whole conversation. A good prompt engineer can help you discover the full potential of AI.
It is a powerful statement, isn't it? It really
Yeah.
suggests that AI is capable of so much more than we might realize, and that prompt engineering is the key to unlocking those hidden possibilities.
It's like we've been handed this incredible tool, but we're still figuring out all the ways we can use it. But my question to you listeners is this: what would you want to achieve with AI if you knew how to communicate with it effectively?
Yeah, it's a chance to really let your imagination run wild. What problem would you solve? What creative projects would you tackle? What dream would you pursue if you had AI as a collaborative partner?
Maybe you'd want to create a personalized music experience that adapts to your mood and preferences.
Right.
Or perhaps you'd design an AI-powered system that helps predict and prevent natural disasters.
The possibilities are truly limitless. And the more we learn about prompt engineering, the closer we get to realizing those possibilities.
This whole deep dive has really shifted my perspective on AI. It's not just about automation or replacing jobs, it's about expanding our own creative and problem-solving abilities.
It's about using AI to augment our intelligence, not replace it. And prompt engineering is the bridge that connects human ingenuity with the raw
Basically, I
power of
made this
AI.
entire
Well, I'm
video
walking away
using
from this
AI tools.
conversation feeling incredibly
If you'd like
excited
to have a
about the future, and I
conversation,
hope you
please
are
call
too,
me at
listener.
Yeah, as we continue to explore and refine this field,
425-931-9226.
who knows what incredible breakthroughs await.
So keep those minds curious, keep experimenting, and who knows, maybe you'll be the one to unlock the next game-changing application of AI. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
My name is Merle Mac Moore. My phone number is 425-931-9226.